Bonjour! Welcome back to Crafters TV. Oh my goodness, what a day we have had. It is Sunflower Tuesday. Treat Yourself Tuesday, Sunflower Special. That's what we are calling it. This is, of course, launch party. We're going to launch brand new products for you. Hello. We're going to have a little look back at recently launched products. Hello, and we're going to have an Explorers deal, we're going to have an Out of This World deal. There's absolutely loads coming up over the next couple of hours. I want to jump right in and just remind you, though, about the Sunflower collection. It is still available, even though half of our launch stock has gone on this launch day. You get absolutely loads included in there. You are, of course, going to get the 12x12 and 6x6 pads. You've got vellums in here. You've also got the linen cardstock, your flower forming foam, stamps and dies. It is a really incredible brand new Nature's Garden selection for you. $94.99 or $122.55. That's with a £30 or $40 saving. So brilliant 25% discount straight off the bat. And of course, all Club Inspire members are going to get an extra discount too, $75.99 and $98.04 if you are a Platinum member. Loads of you going for that, and still adding in those 12x12 and 6x6 paper pads. So absolutely snap that up. We are going to see demos from that in this hour as well, but we've got a lot of other stuff to get through as well over the next couple of hours. And I am super pleased to say Corrine is back with me again. How are you, Corrine? I'm
really good. I'm really good. Can't wait, because we've got so much to show you. And virtually every one of the demos I've got planned today is going to combine multiple elements from the show. So we're not just going to say, oh, here's the sunflowers on their own, or here's the flower dyes. We're going to show you how you can use everything together, because I think that's really important, that you know that everything just works together so well.
Amazing, absolutely incredible. That looks gorgeous, whatever that is on your desk as well. I can't wait to see that.
That's flowers. That's our gorgeous floral elements. Aren't they beautiful?
Really stunning. I'll take you through those and everything else in a few moments. We also have brand new product launching for you as well. So we launched the sunflowers earlier today. We are launching these, though, in this show, the glue pen set. Now, I know a lot of you have been waiting for this. The plan was to launch these alongside our gilding flakes, but you know how it is. It means that we had to delay the launch slightly, but they are in stock and they are available right now. Hundreds of you went for them. Now, I'm familiar with this central one here, like a rollerball style pen. So you've got that in there, but then what you've also got are these other different nib styles. So you're going to get a chisel nib glue pen in here, and also a bullet nib too. And it's in that sort of stays wet glue that you know. Lots of other brands out there, but really exciting that you've got them in this sort of barrel pen style as well. $9.99 or $12.95 if you want to get those. Loads of you multi-ordering. I'm really excited to see what Corrine does with those throughout this show. He reached for the gun, reach for the gun. This one here, I've got to remind you about this. You're going to get the glue sticks included for free. This has been out of stock for ages, since February, in fact. It is UK only. You've got a 10% discount there. $9.99 or $7.99 if you are a Platinum member. Sorry?
Glue gun for £10.
I know, great value, isn't it?
Wow.
It says with 10 glue sticks, so I'm not sure if you get 10 or you get 20. We're going to investigate, and we'll launch an investigation and see how French I've got. I know, right? Because I'm going to France tomorrow.
Are you, Joe? I didn't know.
Yes.
Wow.
Pardon, if I didn't say. Did I mention? I didn't mention I was going away.
No.
I've tried not to talk about it, Corrine. It's very rude of you to ask me to talk about it. Let me show you these as well. They are our fancy sentiment stamps and dies that we've got for you. These are launched just yesterday. We're going to be seeing these in a moment with Corrine. You've got the stamp there, so you've got the die cut element with the stamped image over, and then the other stamp that's going to go with that too. So you've got happy birthday, thanks very much, just to say, special friend, and best wishes. Best wishes you can only get directly from us here at Crafters Companion, Crafters TV. So if you don't yet own that one, go have a look on the website. Under the Shop the Show button, you can grab that and you can get it individually to complete your collection should you wish. $27.96 or $35.80 for those. The other ones we're going to look at, and I'm really pleased we're looking at these, because when I think of Corrine, I think of flowers. We've got these amazing floral dies that are upside down, but launched earlier this week. They have been exceptionally busy. It's your Elements Flower Die collection. 14 elements within there. So you're going to get the Dainty Daisy, the Dreamy Dandelion, the Pretty Foliage, and you've got the Charming Florals as well. Talking of charming, Joy Sampson says, Joe, you're looking extra handsome today. thanks, Joy. 21.99 or 28.50.
Holiday glow.
I have, yeah. Do you know what the other thing is as well? I'm really quite tan for normally, so I'm very excited to see how tanned I can get in 3 weeks holiday. It's going to be amazing. Lots of you tuning in and saying hello. I'll do some shout outs in just a few minutes, but we're going to head over to Corrine and have a little look at this. This project looks incredible, Corrine.
It is. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now, I love these floral dies. I was so lucky enough to be able to launch these back during the week. So these are absolutely gorgeous. And you can see how they're sort of outline floral dies. And then you've got the dandelion here. They're really different. They're quite a modern take on a floral die. But oh my goodness me, they are beautiful. So we've got them on the outside of the aperture and on the inside. Don't they look beautiful? But you can just use one of the styles with a little bit of a drop shadow on. I think that looks gorgeous. I love this. I think Jan might have made this one with the dandelions as a shaker card. So that looks really, you can see all of those pieces just there. Makes a gorgeous shaker card. So then I think I also saw that it says her name on the back of here. So whether she did this one yesterday.
That was Jan as well, I believe, yes.
Wake Up and Craft. So yeah, absolutely, with the dandelions.
Wake up and craft.
What is it?
Wake up call.
Wake up call.
Wake up and craft. We should call it. Wake up! Would you get up? Wake up and craft. Come on.
I just call it what? It just fitted, so I've only been coming here about 4 months, you know. But there we are. So you've got the lovely dandelions, and again, just by sort of drop shadowing them, that looks lovely. Another way to use those gorgeous dandelions, just to add some dimension, a bit of sparkle. You can cut them out as apertures if you wanted to, and then add extra ones on. This one is one of my favourite. This is just with the pretty foliage, and you know, just ink them through, just a little bit of colour. That would look gorgeous as a Christmas card, wouldn't it? So, so pretty. And finally, the last one I want to show you is if you want to use them as background. So if you could, that's almost like having an embossed background. So they've just been cut out of paper rather than card, so they don't stand up too much. But just on top of that craft background, look absolutely beautiful. I love these. I was so excited when we launched these, and you went mad for them too. So we're just giving you another chance to get those today.
Absolutely. We are lots of you saying hello. We have got Sarah Brown. She's still with us. It's 3 a.m, but she's wanting to say hello to Corrine and Joe and CTV. Gang, hiya. Suzette Suze is in a rainy Prince Edward Island in Canada. Hi there. Jessica's in Illinois. Jeffrey is in New Hampshire. Christine says hello, lunch break. Hello, Christine. Mary Pat is saying hi from Montana. Eileen is in Puerto Rico. Hi, Eileen. Joy says hi from Riverdale. Hi, Joe. Hi, Corrine. Clarice saying hi from South Carolina. Linda's in Dudley. Mary Rhino is in from Maine. Pam E is also here in New York. Laura says she's in a very hot Arkansas. Oh gosh, how hot are we talking, Laura? Let me know. Panda's saying hi from a sunny Donny with a cloudy gin and cloudy lemonade in the garden after work. Ding dong. And Sarah says, hi Joe, I just wanted to pop on before I fell asleep to say have a great holiday. I'll miss you, but look forward to seeing you when you are back. Safe travels. Thank you, Sarah. Terry saying hi in Ohio. Ohio, Terry. 4 holidays in Florida. Gosh, you're a chatty bunch. I'm going to be halfway through the show before I've done this hellos. Barbara saying hi from New York. Linda's in Maryland. Natty's in Finger Lakes. And lots of you saying how much you love all the launches. This is funny. Mary Lee says, Joe, 3 weeks, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. I'm thinking of taking screenshots today, printing them and gluing them in the corner of my laptop screen. Is that weird? Nah, I've done a lot weirder than that. It's absolutely fine. And Patricia's saying hi from Nebraska. Right then.
Right.
Got through those, didn't we?
Yeah, and breathe.
Are you ready?
Right, I'll do some die cutting. Right, now I have put onto my piece of card, I put on my 3 lovely dainty daisies, you can see there, and I've put on all 5 of my pretty foliage. So we're going to cut those out. So this is just regular white card, just your multi-purpose, or if you've still got it, a stamping card, whichever. You don't need any fancy papers for this. So we're going to cut these out. And you can cut out as many as you want. So we can pop those out. Let's just get the foliage out first. Oh, they're all coming out. All of them are coming out. Perfect, perfect. There we go. I love these. I just love the style of these. They're so pretty. So let's poke through there. So you've got the dainty daisies. You've got 1, 2, and there's the third one, all cut out absolutely beautifully. Then we've got our foliage, and let's pop that out. Now, if I wanted to, what I could do is I could emboss these with the embossing mat, and then I'd get detail on here. But for this look, I want quite clean and simple. So I just want the white to come through. 3, that's 4. So which one am I missing? Oh, there it is. And you was missing 1. And then
They've never heard of it.
I know.
Either.
Gosh,
Have you made it up?
No, I haven't made it up. You get it everywhere.
Oh, I'm in a very cheeky mood tonight.
Oh, dear me. No, honestly, I thought everybody'd heard of cow parsley. Oops. But no, obviously not. Obviously not.
Cow parsley, I have to Google that.
Yeah. You'll know what it is as soon as you see it. As soon as you see it. Let's put these on here so I don't lose them because I'm dreadful.
Parsley, let's take a look.
Is it there? Is it coming up?
Yeah? Oh, I know what you mean.
So what do you call that?
I don't call it anything. I genuinely don't know. I don't have ever. I mean, I've seen it, but I wouldn't. You know, weeds.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's not one that you grow in your garden.
No, I mean, I'm not going to be popping down the florist and asking for a bunch of cow parsley. Let's put it that way.
Okay, I completely agree.
It is pretty though. Sorry, it is pretty.
It is, yeah, but it is what it is. Okay, so I've got some of my hummingbird papers. Aren't these absolutely gorgeous? So I've turned the flowers upside down and I'm going to go all over the back of them with my dotty tape pen. Just to do. Now you could do this with wet glue, that works equally as well, but we're just for speed, we're going to do it over with the dotty tape pen. And you can be quite clever with this because when I launched these, we made loads of backgrounds, and it's quite nice like that to pick areas where you get lots of different colours because that looks really, really good. Let's spin those round just on there. Like I say, wet glue will work. Have I got to the end of there? I think I have. I think that's really, yep, that one's really used. But I've got lots of these ones today. So let's do the...
Mary Reiner says, I like that, Corrine. Wake up and craft. It's very bossy, but I think it could work as a show. Wake up, craft, come on. Loads of people saying hi and hellos. Wilma Frank's in Ohio. Ohio, Wilma. Laura's in from California. She's watching at work and she's allowed.
Wow.
How does that work?
Who does she work for?
Who do you work for?
That's a good job.
4 Holiday says, I wonder if Beth Fralix will have a countdown counter going for Joe's return like she did last year. I don't know, Beth. Beth knew how many seconds it was until I returned to work when I had a holiday last year. I know, right? Everyone needs a hype person like Beth.
Isn't that nice to be wanted so much?
It is. It really, really is.
That's really sweet. Right, all I'm doing now is I'm just cutting these out. So, scissors at an angle. Just turning the paper, keeping the scissors fairly still, cutting them at the base of the scissors, nice long strokes, and you'll get the best finish. But just angle those scissors just underneath, and then it doesn't you don't get any bits of paper sticking out. So we just angle those all the way around, and that's going to just pop out of there, which is giving me a lovely effect. And can you see how much it benefits from picking a bit of the paper, oops, I've gone a bit there, where they've got lots of different patterns on.
Yeah.
So when we were making our own backgrounds, we weren't just putting it over a bit that was all yellow or a bit that was all blue. We were trying to find bits where the colours were really, you know, interchanging, so that when we did, it really...
Patricia's saying hi from Nebraska. Susan's in from Vegas. I'd love to go to Vegas. I've never been. Have you, Corrine?
No. Words. It's the end of the day. I've never been to America.
Have you not?
No.
Wow. You crazy
Not that
girl.
wow.
Jean is in from SoCal, Southern California. Margaret is in a rainy Montana. Can't have
Do you
it
know,
always.
if somebody said to me, okay, you can go to America next week, it's so vast, I don't know if I'd know where I want to go first.
Immediately. San Francisco and LA, please.
San Francisco and LA. New York must be absolutely fantastic.
Yes.
Las Vegas would be quite good fun to do. Then you've got so many beautiful places. I think I quite fancy going down, sort of southern end of America.
So Susie says New Orleans. You've got to go to New Orleans.
Yeah, I think
is what
that'd be
Susie says. So you just caught me scratching my back there. That was nice for you, wasn't it?
I also fancy country music. Capital.
Oh yeah, like Nashville.
Nashville,
that way.
that's what I was thinking. I couldn't think of the word. She says, I would struggle. I would really struggle to know where.
You have to just go for you have to just take like a year out and go.
I would, wouldn't we? Yeah. Get one of those, get a big Winnebago, and away we go.
Perfect.
That would be good, wouldn't it?
Away with Bago. Alice. See, I'm going so French, haven't I, ahead of my holiday tomorrow. Alice says hello from Southern California. No, she actually says hello from South Carolina. Very different place. Now that school is out, I can finally watch when you are live. I'm a school teacher, and I use many Crafters Companion products in my art classes.
Oh,
that's
fantastic.
Fancy, isn't it?
Yeah, you see, they can be, all used all over, can't they? Absolutely brilliant. Right, there we go. That took a second or two, but not too long. So I've now cut out all 3 of those flowers, and then all I'm going to do is I've got just some sheets of pearls, and I'm going to pop some of these little gems in the centre. Let's put that one in the middle of there, a slightly smaller one in the middle of there, and then my largest one can go in the middle of there. So that looks really, really pretty. How quick and easy are those to put together? So we've got the foliage and we've got the florals. I'll put them there. So now we need something to a sentiment. So I'm going to use my, this one hasn't been opened. I'm going to use my happy birthday. Let's just open this one up.
Fresh.
Box fresh.
Corrine, come visit me in NYC. Doors always open, says Alison. Must be chilly around yours if your door's always open, Alison. Corrine, come to New York and we can map out a fun itinerary for you, says Joy. They're fighting over you in New York, Corine, clearly.
Perfect.
Karen's in West Virginia. Jean says that our national parks you must come see, but Kathy's saying you need to come to Canada. You need to go to Canada even.
Yes,
there you are.
At one point, my son wanted to go and live in Canada.
Really?
It was, yeah. He never did anything about it, but he always said he wanted to. Yeah, he was drawn there.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those places that I would like to explore. It's just, again, so vast, isn't it?
It is. Right, now, I've decided to do this one slightly different. If you saw in the earlier show this morning, I stamped and then I cut it out. I've decided to go the other way round. And the reason I normally stamp first and then cut out is to make it easier to stamp. So if I put this onto my into my stamping plate, it's going to be really hard, I think, to stamp because there's nowhere to put the magnets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the stamp, the die cut. I'm just going to have to come off the counter a minute. Just come off the counter. And I'm just going to spray a little bit of our stick and spray on the back.
At least you're spraying the die cut, not doing a Debbie Fisher and spraying the platform.
Well, this is it. I'm going to do it this way. So I've got my die cut. I'm just going to do it over the bin. And just a little bit. So I'm not going too much. What I'm going to then do is I'm going to put a piece of card onto my platform, which I'm then going to hold down with the magnets.
Okay.
See? And then I can put this onto there.
Oh,
so
nice.
I'm not putting any glue onto my stamping platform.
Brilliant.
Because for me, that is something I really, really don't want to do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jan actually stuck something onto a magnetic base the other day, and I was shooketh, as the kids say.
Were you?
Shooketh, yeah.
Right, I'd had that upside down. So let's turn that round. Right, so I can put my happy on there now. So that is now lined up perfectly, as long as my fingers don't move it. I can then lift that up. Come on. There we go. So that stayed where it needs to be. Let me just double check. Yeah, that's where it needs to be. Now I'm going to come in with my quick dry ink so you can see. So I've just got my plum jam, which is gorgeous. So put that all over there. And then I can then stamp. I was thinking, how could I do this? Because it just, just didn't feel right to glue onto the stamping platform. But I thought, well, if I put some cardstock underneath, that's going to catch all the bits. And look at that, absolutely perfect. And now all I need to do is, oops, let's tidy up that. Pick up that, because it was stick and spray. There we go. That is now going to pick up perfectly.
Perfect.
So I've now got the perfect positioning. So that's how I personally would do it. So I just
Susie said, Susie, our social media superstar, Corrine,
yeah,
saying that she actually has a guest house in her backyard. So if you want to go, she says, whenever y'all want to visit here in New Orleans, you can turn it into a work trip. Maybe you can do your shows from there as well if you want to Skype in.
Oh,
so she's got it all sorted.
Well, that means I could claim it as tax deductible, couldn't I?
Perfect. There you go.
And hubby needs to come to help. You know, he can
I'll come, yeah.
security. Are you coming?
I'll come, yeah.
Okay.
Try not to sound too excited about that.
I'm just thinking it might be a bit cramped if you come and come.
How many bedrooms are there, Susie? Do let us know. What's the sleeping arrangements? We'll have to all top and tail.
Okay. No problem there. No problem. Right. So there we go. So I've now just put some foam pads on the back. That's good to go. So if you are thinking, you know, you find it a little bit tricky to do it. So lining it up was hard after I'd stamped, but once I'd cut it out, it was then hard to position it, to hold it tight. So that is just my...
Which one works for you, I guess, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It really is.
It's not that big a guest house, apparently. It's going to be cosy, she said.
Right, now, piece of A4 card. Scored down the middle, score that one in half, and then cut off a piece that's 2 inches from the top, and we can now make a Z fold card. So, oh, look at this paper. Wow, look at that. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? So, so pretty. And I don't even need to do any mats and layers with it because it's so... Look at that. This is one of the... Such a pretty paper pad, isn't it? I've heard lots of people talk in the past, sort of rave about the Hummingbird collection. But until recently, I'd never seen it.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you know what they did to me on Saturday? They gave me Play Your Crafts Right of anagrams of paper pads.
Oh.
It wasn't good.
Who were you against?
Debbie Robinson, but she was really kind to me.
Was
she was so kind to me. She was helping me. She still won.
Did she still beat you? Well, she wasn't that kind to you, really. If she didn't let you win, was she?
She was really nice to me. She was being kind.
But she still beat you. Not very kind.
But yeah, I mean, I'm the newbie. I haven't seen half these paper pads yet, and I'm sorry.
You should have had a handicap. You should have got, like, you know, a 3-0 lead or something like that.
It was so hard. It was so hard.
It does take a while, but the thing is, once you learn them, it's like every new one now that comes out, whilst you're here, you'll remember it.
Yeah, but the thing is, I struggle with anagrams at the best of times. You know, I'm never going on countdown for the anagrams.
Really?
I'll be brilliant at the maths questions. I can do the maths questions in a flash.
Not the anagrams.
But not the anagrams.
Oh, dear.
Unless you've, like, moved one letter. I mean, it got to the point where we were doing anagram. We were just literally working them out. Hadn't a clue what the paper pad, so I came up with one at one point, and I was like, was that ever a paper pad? Because that's the only word I can make.
George, Gorgeous George with the joystick, is it you this Saturday? And what is the game this Saturday? Name that crafty song.
Oh, it's not me, though.
It's the first 5 seconds of each show's song. They're really difficult when you get to hear the whole thing, so I can't imagine how hard it's going to be when you have to guess just it from the first 5 seconds.
Yeah. Right, I know we've shown you this before, but if you're doing a Z fold card, fold it into position, fold your Z into position, and then you can see where to put the glue. So then, when I pop this piece onto here, and this piece onto here, I know the glue has gone in the right place. Look at this. Look in the right place. And there we go. That makes the perfect Z fold.
Nice.
Easy, really little top tips, but it works. Then I have got a circle just with my stitched edge, and I'm going to pop that just, let me put my fingers there. So I need glue on here and here. There we go. Sort of that shape. And that will then go just there. So it's all, I love this because what we're doing is we're introducing lots of different sort of shapes to this project. There we go, so that's coming in. Then I've got these lovely flowers that I did. You can give them a little bit of a shape if you want. Put a little bit of glue behind there. Now, I put my flowers on before I put any foliage on. If you've ever seen me do craft, you'll always see I always put flowers on first and then foliage on afterwards. I just find I get a better result. That's just my personal preference. So we can do that, especially if you use a wet glue like this or your 3D glue, you've got plenty of time to be adding in. You're right over there, Joe.
Oh yeah, sorry, just got myself in a bit of a tiz.
You got in a tiz, did you?
Got me totally Tiffany drawers in a twist.
You don't want your totally Tiffany drawers in a twist at all. There we go. You need to keep them sorted so you can be organised. You need them sorted so that you can be organised.
Definitely do. Felicia says hi from Ohio. Ohio, Felicia. Everyone's in from Ohio, aren't they? She's in Toledo, Ohio.
Wow.
Lillian says, Joe, now you've given the game away. The guys due on Saturday shows can now swat up. Honestly, you can't. It's impossible with the jingles because you know them. You just don't know where in the week you know them from. It's very, very difficult. Who else we got? Sherry's in Illinois. It's a steaming hot Illinois, apparently. It's very hot everywhere, isn't it? It's going to be 32 degrees in London on Friday, Corrine.
I know. I'd heard.
So hot. El Scorchio, some might say.
That really is hot, isn't it? That really is, yes. You need to be careful with those sorts of temperatures, don't you? Get up and do whatever you need to do nice and early so that it's done before it gets really hot. Which I'm doing because I'm up at 3:45 on Friday morning.
Oh no.
That's like you going on holiday. That's
I know. I have to leave. I think I have to be at the airport at 6 tomorrow, so I'll have to be up at...
From?
Sorry?
What airport are you going from?
London Stansted.
Oh, so it's a big one, yeah. Right,
yeah.
So then I've taken the sentiment stamp and stamped it across there. And the final little bit, don't worry, that foliage isn't going to float. It's going to appear behind my little bow like that. Now I love this because it's so clean. We've got the gorgeous hummingbird, but we've got a lot of white on there. I'm going to turn it around so that you can see because it's stuck a bit to the table. But how about that? That to me is beautiful. It's so modern, but it's so, I love the crisp, clean look of that. It just works perfectly.
Really, really cool. Absolutely love it. And I do think those sentiments are brilliant because they are like little chameleons, aren't they? They seem to sort of match in with anything you want to put them with. I mean, we've used them with every single collection we've used since we launched them. So it just goes to show how versatile they are. You've got 5 different really craftable sentiments within here too. So you've got happy birthday. You also have thanks very much. This one here is just to say that you've also got special friend and best wishes also. So you're going to get all of those. Best wishes exclusive to us here at Crafters TV as well. Oh my word. In Arizona on Friday, it's going to be 43 degrees Celsius. You could fry an egg with that, surely.
Yeah, that's where it burns to go outside, isn't it?
Oh my word. Jane's saying hi from a very hot Vegas. I feel like when you're telling us it's hot, we'd like to know how hot it is in Celsius. Because my poor brain can't work out the Fahrenheit today. I don't know what's going on with that. Let me share with you then also this. So 27.96, 35.80 if you want to get those sentiments. We have the flowers available to you as well. And these are excellent because, again, they are really brilliant at being able to blend in with any of your collections. You've got the Dainty Daisy, Dreamy Dandelion, the Pretty Foliage, and also the Charming Floral there as well. All 4 sets, £21.99 or £28.50 to get your hands on those. Right, it's a certain person's anniversary. It is totally Tiffany's anniversary, and we have got a brilliant out of this world deal. I'm going to put these, I'm going to show you them in a few different ways, right, to show you why they are so amazing. So, is it a collection of all of them? It is a slide and stash and store collection. Right, let's, for example, say, right, we've got these re-inkers here, right? We put them in a drawer. I'll put them on the angle there so you can see. Imagine you've got these re-inkers, they're on a shelf, Corrine.
Yeah.
You want to, always this one you want at the back, isn't it?
Yeah.
So how do you get to that one? You have to knock all the others out of the way.
Certainly do.
Take them all out. With a slide stash and store, you don't need to do that, because what you can do is actually just slide that. Let's do this here. You can actually slide it directly off of your shelf, access any of them in the back, and then pop it back in. It's really clever, and you've got something for every single size, right? You can also use these smaller ones here as drawer organisers. Have you got messy drawers?
Very messy
If you
drawers.
have got messy drawers, don't worry, pop these in there. You can keep everything organised.
My drawers will be
They will be
pristine.
neat and tidy as you like then, is the great thing. And this is great for things like your paint pots, your glossy highlights, any of your gessos, those kind of things you can go in there. They also fit on the cube systems as well. So you know a lot of people love to have the cube shelving at home. Yeah.
Cubes.
If you've got the cube shelving, this will all fit on there. We then move up in size. We've got larger glues, aerosols, stamp sets in here. This one is perfect for A4 or US letter size cardstock, so you can get that one included. Then you've got this one here, which is also great for things like your 8x8s. They are really robust. You've got the little finger pulls on the front. And then we got to the big one. Look, with the big one, we've got a 12 by 12 pad in here, and we've also got a guillotine too. You get all of them for that price. It is the best ever price as well. You save $14.95 or $16.95, but you're not going to save, you're going to save more than that, aren't you? Oh yeah, you're going to save more. Because if you're spending £30, you'll save £5. On Tiffany items for the rest of the week, if you're spending £30, you'll save $5 or dollars. Spend 50, you'll save 10. If you're spending 80, you'll save 20. So you'll be able to take even more money off that. So definitely snap those up. If there's more Totally Tiffany items you are after, then to celebrate the second anniversary, there is a craft house show happening on Saturday at 6 p.m. in the UK, 1 o'clock on the East Coast, 10 a.m. on the West Coast. Tiffany herself will be here. I'm guessing she's here with Ben. I'm not too sure. So make sure you come and join those guys then, because there's some great anniversary deals to be had on that show. Right, loads of you still chatting away in the comments. Valerie says that card is gorgeous. Very elegant, says Tanya. Beautiful, says Tim. Michelle says hi from Blythe, Northumberland. Thanks for getting your pom-poms out at the end of last night's shows. I'd missed them earlier. They're very impressive. Thank you. Kim says today's a great day to be in my craft room. It's 12:30 here in Wisconsin. It's 92 degrees. The heat index puts it at 101 degrees. So that's like mid-30s, isn't it? That's really, really hot. And Edna says lovely oh, hello. That scared me to death.
You're right there.
Just popped me back off my iPad. Lovely inspirational cards. Right, we're going to move on. We're going to go back to, I mean, the star of the day, without a shadow of a doubt. Half the stock of our sunflowers has sold out and gone. I am not surprised. You guys are absolutely loving this. Now, I should let you know as well that between the 6x6 and the 12x12, thousands of pads have gone out to you guys today. It is an exceptional response we've had to this beautiful, beautiful collection. You've got your 12x12 paper pad, 36 sheets here in the 12x12, 180 GSM. It's uncoated as well, so if you want to stamp over it, you've got the option to do that too. You're going to get that in there. You will also get the 6x6 included in there too. The 6x6 is brilliant, all resized for you into that smaller format, which is fantastic. So you're going to get that in there. You will also receive the luxury linen cardstock too, which is this one here, and you can see beautiful, all again colour matched to go with that main collection, which is wonderful. We then have the vellum. So busy on the vellum. We actually think now that the vellum is going to be the first item to sell out. We've had an absolute influx of orders on this vellum. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of you have grabbed this. A lot of you are adding both the 12x12 and the 6x6 pad, the luxury linen card and the vellums into your orders as additional items. You'll get, of course, one of each of those in the main collection. You will get the flower forming foam, and I'm really pleased that we've done this. I know we don't normally do this for a Nature's Garden collection, so it's brilliant to have this in here. And what you're going to get, you get it in that lovely chocolate brown, the wonderful forest green. That is a real fresh yellow in there, and that wonderful sort of muted green too. So you're going to get all of those included. Then we move into the hardware, if you will. Love, love, love these flower dies. Brilliant for paper, brilliant for foam. Going to use them on your vellum, mulberry papers, a whole host of different things you can cut with those. You've then got the layering stamp in there too. That is your sunflower bouquet. You've got the sun-kissed wishes, those really wonderful quirky sentiments, and that I know Corrine loved that half sunflower. She did a brilliant demo with that in the early show. Make sure you go and check that out. It was the box, wasn't it? Absolutely fantastic. This is brilliant as well. This is such a versatile one. You've got the sunshine in the die cut element, and then all the other little bits that you might want to use with that. This one here is the fabulous frame that you can see there. Again, a really great one. You can remove that sentiment from the frame stamps. It means that you can actually interchange that with any of your own stamps that you might want to have, so really giving you extra versatility. Then you've also got your Sunflower Splendor. We did say as well about maybe using this on a landscape as well as a portrait. You can cut it in and you can cut it out because you've got that removable outside edge. And then you've also got this one just here. This is your 3D embossing folder with the duo stencils too. It's brilliant that it's still in stock. If you want the option of getting the complete collection and still have the option of purchasing any of the individual extras that you may want, I absolutely would say do not wait. You'd need to be doing that today. I know how fast, especially those consumable paper elements are going. $94.99, $122.55. That's a 25% discount getting it all together. You can mix and match and build your own, but do consider you will save £30 or $40 when you get it in this configuration, and then you're going to be able to use your Club Inspired discount too. We are going to go back to Corrine for a demo. Just to let you know, in Vegas, Corrine, 38 degrees Celsius by the weekend.
Wow.
Oh my word. It's 101 degrees. It's 38 degrees, Valerie's saying, in Arizona as well. Honestly, you're going to be melting. Gilmore says, hi Joe, Corrine, Susie and Crafty. Is Joe leaving for 3 weeks? Who approved this? I bet Ben approved it. Lol, lol, lol. Yeah, I'm not leaving. I'm just having a holiday. It's a really popular time to go away, isn't it, in the UK at the moment? Like the end of June.
If you're childless.
If you're childless, yeah.
It's the perfect time to go
because you go away at the end of June. June is a great month for those that don't have children. This is when you take your holiday now.
The weather's nice.
The weather's lovely.
And the prices are a little bit less.
Yeah, whereas when we get to sort of mid-July, the prices are absolutely off the charts. All the children
And everywhere you go is full of children.
And everywhere you go is full of children. We all know I'm allergic to children, so that's why I'm taking my 3 weeks holiday now. Diana says, I love the vellum. Picked up extras. I'm so excited. I'll be looking forward to the craft along. Yes, it is with the lovely Corrine. I must, again, share with you these. Hundreds of you gone for these already. They are brilliant. I know loads of you have been waiting for them. They are the glue pens, and they are amazing because you get the 4mm chisel nib in there, the 0.7mm ballpoint nib, and the 3mm bullet nib in there. Although we were saying earlier, Corrine, we've both sort of seen the middle style one there. That's something we're familiar with. But the other one, quite unusual, isn't it?
They're a bit more unusual, yes, definitely. I'm going to do a very simple use of them now.
Yep.
And then not the next demo, the one after, we're really going to put them to their test.
Brilliant. Any other questions you've got about sunflowers as well, get them into me, and I'll pop them over to the lovely Corrine.
Okay. Right, so what I've got is I've got a piece of cardstock that is 7.5 inches by 9 inches, and I've scored at 2 inches from either end, and this is going to be my card base. So I'm going to put it onto my mat, and then I'm going to get my my die. So this is my gorgeous Sunflower Splendor, and we're going to pop this in the middle between those score lines. So I'm just going to give it about ½ an inch at the bottom, maybe just a bit less. Centre it up. I had a piece of tape on my hand. Where did my piece of tape go? It's there, look. Stuck it down, look, dropped it. And I'm going to pop that. Now, I'm actually going to trim this off when I've finished. So I'm putting my tape on there so that it doesn't stick. And then we can put, then we can put all our plates together perfectly like that. And then we can run it through my die cutting machine. Now, this die will actually go through your Gemini Junior because it's 5 by 7. But if you want it on a bigger piece of card like I've got now, obviously you've got to go up to your bigger plates. It's always the rule. Sometimes it's not about the size of the die, it's about the size of the card you're cutting it into or out of. Now, I've not used the outer die in this one because you get that outer die as well, because what I want to do is I want to create my own border and I want it cut in. So we've got this here, There we go, look at that. And
Oh,
if you
stunning,
look,
isn't it?
yeah, oh, there we go, last bit, that bit there. If you look at here, you can see it's also done quite a lot of embossing. So then we can just poke all these bits out just like that. If you need to, put it through twice because it is a big die and there's a lot of detail on this. So you can always run it through a second time. But what I'm going to do now is I'm actually just going to trim across the middle. So I'm going to take it that way round and I'm just going to trim from above here. So we can take it, where are we? I can't see where I'm looking for the leaf. So I've got this one coming around here and I'm just going to trim it across here. See if I can see, just across there and then round like that. And then I'm going to do the same on this side, trim it across here. Let's just take it to there and trim it around like that. There we go. So I've got the two sides like that. And then I just need to poke all of these little bits out just here. And just to say, if you're watching, look at that. That's exactly what I've done just here. Just
is it symmetrical then, that?
No, it's not.
No, is it? I didn't think it was.
No, it's not. But actually, there is somewhere at that point that works quite well. That little bit is, but as you can see, it's different at that side, and then the top is slightly different again. So I'm then going to go along those score lines, and if you need to, you can always put your score lines back in, but I think I can just about get that to score, because obviously the die cutting machine is going to flatten those score lines a little bit. Did I want to? Oh, I only needed to score a little bit, actually. There we go, just score it a little bit. So what I've got now is I have got a larger piece of card that is, again, 7.5, but this time by 11.5, and then I've scored it at 2 and 3.5 on both sides. So I've got some of this gorgeous paper, and you'll see just round the edge, I've just gone with my seal brown and just gone round the edges. Now look at this, can you see all the gold detail that this has picked out? It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? So let's stick that down. We don't need to do lots of mats and layers because there's so much detail on here, and especially with that seal brown all the way around there. So that's going to cut out like that and pop that on to here. There we go. Pop that on. Hold that down, and then I've got some mats and layers that I've done exactly the same. Let me see which way. No, does that go that way round? No, I think that one wants to go. That's the right way up, isn't it? Let's put that just there.
Michelle Butler's calling me out for the amount of holiday I'm. She says, what's hard to understand, Joe, is most Americans only take a week off at a time. 3 weeks off is unheard of.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. There we are.
In my former life, I used to work a working pattern called term time.
Right.
So it's the same sort of structure as a teacher.
Yeah.
So it was unpaid leave, but I used to have unpaid leave for all the holidays. So I used to get 6 weeks off for the summer holidays.
But you didn't get paid?
No, well, you'd get your holiday entitlement, but my holiday entitlement would be pro rata because I used to have about 10 weeks unpaid leave a year.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I had 3 children all in school.
What were you doing?
That was when I worked for the Inland Revenue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it just was worth it.
Oh, so it was like you chose to do that shift pattern to match the school holidays for the children. That's really cool. They let you do that.
It really, really worked for us. But just a minute, I'm jumping ahead now. I'm talking to you and not thinking. Right, yeah.
So do you think there was like another person that was working only during holidays that really hated children that would only work there when the kids were off?
Yeah, maybe, maybe. Right, let me do this. Right, I'm not just sticking down without talking.
Are you blaming me now for your mistake?
No,
Okay,
I'm blaming myself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this one onto that side. Let me bring it down so you can see. And then that panel will go over the top and it will hide my workings just like that, you can see. So then this one, I'm going
to... This is a really cool card.
Thank you. And then this one, so fold up onto the score lines, and then bring this one down. There we go, just matching up there. Sorry about that, I was so busy chatting away, and then we can glue it down. I
Brilliant.
used to get a bit, I feel a bit like you did now on that last week in July when I knew I'd got 6 weeks off.
6 weeks off, yeah, in that last week in July, wowzers. Yeah, I don't think I've had 3 weeks off for about 4 years, so it's going to be... actually, that's a bit of a fib. The last time I had 3 weeks off was just before I started work here at Crafters Companion.
Oh, was it?
I went away for the whole of the first part of January, sorry, yeah. I flew on Christmas Day, it was a joy.
Oh, yes.
I didn't see Christmas. I left Christmas Eve night, London, and got to Australia Boxing Day morning.
Oh, wow.
I just had a few hours in Hong Kong, that was it. It was wonderful.
Right, now, look at that. Look at that shape
Gorgeous.
of that card. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? So, we're really making the most of that white detail. I've got one of my sentiments from the collection. So, rise above the storm and you will find sunshine. So, I'm going to put that in at a nice little angle, but make sure it's visible just coming through here. Now, look at this. Look at the colours coming out through here, and we're going to make the most of those in a minute. So put that there. That can be drying off nicely. So I can take my die, get rid of all those bits. There we go, put that there. And now we're going to make the flowers to go on here. There we are. Right, so I've got a piece of just regular white card, and then we're going to cut out some foliage and the florals. We might need to cut out a few of these. Let's just get them through, and that little diddly one in the centre. There we are. So I sort of do 3 or 4 layers for every flower that I do. That's just how I like it to be. So we can pop that onto there, capture that so the magnetic sheet holds those, run that through, and then we're going to do it a second time and get another set. Get rid of that out of the way. Let's try and be a little bit tidy because I've got so much stuff on the counter.
Joy says, I'm quite distracting. She says, Joe, you distract all of us, but it's part of your charm. Thank you for that, Joy.
I think there's a compliment in there.
I think so. I'll fish it out later, don't worry.
You're going to be down that road so fast, it's going to drive, and hopefully you won't see too much roadworks as well.
Oh, don't get me started on the roadworks. After I did a shower in Calais on Saturday night, round and round and round for an hour and 40 minutes trying to get out of Peterborough. Goodness me. The amount of times we've laughed at that woman about that story, that poor, poor woman. Oh, yeah, George, do you not know? Oh, I left Peterborough at midnight, got out of Peterborough, put some fuel in at the services and going north up the A1, road closed 2 miles, there's a diversion. I think, great, I'll come off. I'm annoyed, you know. I'm already not going to get here until 3 a.m. and I was working the next day. Got off, and as I got off, went to start following the diversion. My sat-nav said, take a right here. But the sat-nav knew that the A1 was closed. Therefore, I thought the sat-nav would know for how long the A1 was closed. Well, anyway, it started taking me across country, got me back to Wittering, which is not even before Stamford. It's not very far out of Peterborough. Gets back on the A1. 3 miles later, it's closed again. So I get off and start following, and it didn't know that the A1 was closed this time. So I get off, I start following diversion. The diversion takes me over, round, and back the way I've just come along the A1, all the way down to where it was closed the first time. And then I had to start the entire diversion again. An hour and 40 minutes after I've left Peterborough, it finally pops me back on the A1. I thought I was going to be at Newark, Worksop. I thought I'd gone miles. No, turns out I was in Ketton, which is about 20 minutes from Peterborough. I'd done 20 minutes worth of journey in an hour and 40 minutes. Still had 2 hours and 40 minutes to go. I got here at 3:45 in the morning. It was light.
I loved it when you were telling me that tale last night when I got up to the house. The bit you emphasised is, it was light.
It was daylight, honestly.
It was daylight.
Oh, and then I couldn't sleep when I got to bed. I didn't get to sleep till nearly 4:45.
And what time did your alarm go off?
Well, I woke up at 7:30. Honestly, the last time I got in at 4:45, it wasn't because of diversions, let me assure you. I haven't messaged Harry Kaz, I'm too ashamed, George. But I love that I was able to say I did a Sharon Callis to Corrine when she got in last night, and she knew exactly what I meant.
I did. I knew exactly what you meant. Right, all I've done here is put some lemon tonic on these. Let's just go a little bit stronger on these.
They look like little suns, don't they?
They do. Well, they're sunflowers.
I mean, I guess that's where they got their name from, thinking about it logically. Oh, gosh, I need a holiday.
Do you, Joe? Oh, go and have a holiday. Right, so now I'm going to come in with my honey pot, yeah, and I'm just going to come from the centre and just brush this up here, just to add in a little bit of detail. But there's so much sort of embossing in this, it looks absolutely brilliant. So look at this. You know me, I love doing all things floral, whether it's foam, whether it's fabric, whether it's cardstock, they all look brilliant. And you know, just by adding that dimension and also the colour really, really makes them pop. And then we can come in with this one, just here. I've done 4, I will use all 4, I think. There we go, we can put those on just there. There we are, perfect. Now, I'm just going to make sure I put the right lids on, and then just going to grab a brown, and I've got the seal brown here. And I'm just going to do this really simply, and let's just grab the door there, otherwise I'll end up with really messy hands. Just colour those up with the brown ink. There we are. There we go.
Joyce says, of course it's a compliment, we love you. Alicia says, good afternoon and greetings from Arkansas. She even spelt it now, ARKAN-SAS. Felicia says, hi Felicia. She says, I love this collection. And Valerie says, wowza, this card is fabulous. I read it as fabuloso, I don't know why. Fabulous is what it is.
Right, so I've added my colour, and we can do that on there. Now, I'm going to just do this in 2 parts. So what I'm going to do next is, let's clear up that. I'm going to get my ball tool and my mat, and I'm just going to add a little bit of shape to these. So I'm just going
Lovely to see you do these in card, because I know you did them earlier in foam, didn't you? And they look fabulous then, but equally fabulous now in the cardstock as well. Exactly.
So just doing a little bit of shaping. Now, the only reason I'm doing this shaping now, before I've put all my glue and glitter on, is because I haven't really got time to leave everything to dry, so it might just all rub straight back off.
They're not that dissimilar to a buttercup, are they, when they're individuals?
No. Buttercup petals might be a little bit different.
Are they a bit bigger, the petals on a buttercup?
Yeah, buttercup has fewer and bigger petals, doesn't it? So really, they're not really like a buttercup, except the yellow. It's about similar.
Oh, Rhonda says, hi everyone, I'm at a friend's house, we're watching CCTV. She has never seen CTV live.
Wow.
Kelly Urasek, I think that's how you pronounce it. Kelly Urasek, hello.
Hello,
welcome
Kelly.
Welcome to a first-time viewer. Urasek, I think that's how you say it. I mean, if you do have a tricky surname in future, phonetic spellings are very much appreciated. In brackets next door.
Right. We're going to go with the pen. We're going to go with the first one. So I'm just going to get it going. Come on. Just need to... I haven't got a cap on this, have I? I can see the ink. I can see the glue. It's coming down.
Does it just need a bit of warming up to get it going?
It does. Just coming... Look, I can see the glue on the end. It's just coming down. I think I'm starting to feel that come down. Oh, come on.
So just like a gel pen, essentially?
Yeah, just like a gel pen. So I've just got to get it flowing. Just come on.
It could have been upside down in the packaging, couldn't it?
I think it might have been. Why is... Yeah, there's the things. Come on.
I love the way you're talking. Come on. Come on now.
Come on. If it's not going to flow, I can always come in with this one. This one. There we go. Look. So we've got that one. That's the bullet nib. And then, these have all been charged, ready to go. We've got the chisel nib. Now, can you see how they all come out blue? There we go, right. So what you want to do is then we're just going to brush across. Let's just come in with this one. We're just going to brush a little bit across here. Now, it's blue when we put it on, and then it'll dry. So you've got to put it on blue first, and then we can do the next one, and it'll go tacky. We're just going to pop this on. Now, if I was to come in with something like my tacky glue would, I can use tacky glue to attach glitter and things like that to my card because it goes tacky, but it can be quite chunky and it can overpower, and the glitter can almost soak into the glue. Do you know what I mean? Because it can be dimensional when you put on a chunkier glue. So because this is quite a liquid glue, what happens is it's going to allow whatever medium you're applying to your project to sit flat, which is quite important. Now, I know people often say to me, what glue do I need to use? You need a range of glues. I think that's the best advice I can give. Yes, your tacky glue is brilliant for some things. You need your all-purpose for others. You might want to use your tape pens. You might want to use your glue pens. They're all going to have their own purpose, but it's finding the right one, and which is why it's so important. Right, so you can see this now is going dry, and when I touch that now, that feels really, really sticky.
Okie doke.
And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that over because I've got glue on the back of there, and then all I'm going to do is I'm going to get my die cut, and I'm going to sprinkle the glitter all over there.
If you had a shallow tub of glitter, is it okay to dip the petal in the glitter? Well, would you avoid that would the glue go in the glitter? I think that's what I mean. Actually,
I've got a tub here. Let me show you. I've got my tub here of my glitter, and this is just what I've just did. I bought a load of these tubs.
Right. Okay.
And this is just my regular glue put into there, because what I would tend to do is do that.
You can just pop it in like that?
That's how I tend to normally do it.
Yeah.
If you saw me doing some shows the other day, that's exactly what I've done. I just hadn't got that out of my bag, which I've now just done.
Amazing.
So I found that a lot quicker because I
just didn't know if it would contaminate your glitter.
No, not at all. Because it's not loose glue at all. It is...
now tacky, yeah.
Yeah. Let me just knock off any spare bits. And it will stay perfectly at the edge of the flowers. Because I've dropped it in. There we go. And you can see, now look at those, don't they?
That's really cool.
Look really pretty.
They look almost, they've got like morning dew on them, don't they?
Yep. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to form it into our flower. And again, I wouldn't use my glue pens for that because that's not really the right sort of glue. You could maybe use your all-purpose, or you could use your tacky glue. What I'm actually going to use is I'm going to use my glue gun, because for me, this is the best glue for making flowers. I think I need another glue stick in here. Because I put this on for so long, it goes a little bit to sleep, so I'm just going to sort of wake it up. Come on. There we go. There we are. What happens is, because I've had it on for over an hour, it's just sort of gone to safety, it's gone to sleep a bit. So I'm going to put the first one down. Then I'm going to pop, not a big piece of glue, just a little bit of glue. And then I'm going to put this one on staggered.
Oh, I love it with the glitter on the petals.
There you go. I'm just going to hold that for one tick to hold. Then I'm going to come in again. And again, you don't need much glue, because we're going to then pop that one on. Oh, let's get that staggered properly. Put that in the middle and stagger that. Then we're going to come in with the next one. Put that on. And then we're going to stagger again. Oh. There we go. And then I'm just going to get my ball tool and just press them down. So what that's doing is that's shaping it whilst the glue sets. So this is why it's so brilliant to use the hot glue, because that's now set that perfect shape. So then what I've got is I've got my centres, and hot glue is dimensional, remember. So if I want to add shape and dimension, I can. Hot glue is very hot. It can take skin off if you're not careful.
Oh, really? Do you have to be careful with it?
You do need to be careful. So that's why I'm using my tweezers. Absolutely. Just be careful with hot glue. It is what it says. Very hot. Oops. There we go. And then that looks pretty.
What's the benefit of hot glue then?
That instant, really strong stick.
So it adheres really quickly?
Yeah. As soon as that's cooled down and gone solid.
So what, a couple of minutes?
Yeah, but I haven't put enough under there actually, because it's domed. Let me just grab that one from there. I'm going to put a little bit more glue. Oops, little bit of strings. Now, and the other thing is, if you get strings, because you're going to get strings with a hot glue gun, just waft heat gun over it, and that just shrinks. That's better. That just shrinks the glue strings.
Oh, perfect.
There we go. Popping that on there. There we are. And how about that? So once that's, I know that's all set, what I would then probably do is separate the layers so that you can really see all of those layers, and you're getting so much dimension in there. Isn't that super pretty? I just think that is so gorgeous. And it's just elevated it to another level. Wow, isn't that beautiful?
Absolutely
with the glitter.
Stunning.
So pretty. So I'm not going to pop that away. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here, and I've got, where did I put all my, there we go, there's my foliage. And I've got a couple more of the flowers. So we can then pop a couple of those along with our foliage. So let's start here. Let's pop a couple of bits of the foliage just there.
Every single one of the projects that you've made with this collection today has been absolutely stunning. And I know, you know, you always make stunning projects, Corrine, but it just feels that little bit easier when you've got a gorgeous collection to be able to make something beautiful.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So all I'm doing is just, I've positioned those where I want them to be, and then I'm going to come in with the next one, shape those, and while that glue is nice and hot, we can then pop, oops, I've just pushed my glue stick out of the way. Put the next one in, just bringing in lots and lots of foliage. The more foliage, the better. And then we can pop that one in there. Come on, move my glue stick out of the way. What I'm going to do, just a minute. If you're changing your glue stick, the other thing you can do is put the end of the new glue stick on your heat gun so it melts. Then put it through your glue gun, and then it will adhere.
Oh, that's a top tip there.
Have you never seen that done before?
Don't think so.
Yeah, just means that you almost make one, that's better, you see? Because a glue gun works by pushing the glue from the end. So you just need to make sure...
So it only melts then at the very tip, does it?
Yes. Yeah. It's only melting at this end.
Do you remember those glittery glue sticks you can get?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I haven't seen those for ages, have you?
No, not at all.
They were fabulous, weren't they?
Oh, you could make all sorts with those, couldn't you?
Yeah, maybe we need to suggest to Leanne we get glittery glue sticks.
Yeah. Now, the thing is, if you want to use glittery glue sticks, they are brilliant, but you tend to need to have a glue gun put aside for that.
Yeah,
because
and they do those like super big glue guns, don't they, that go with them?
Yes. But if you don't have a dedicated glue gun...
Everything gets glittery.
I'm
all right with that.
Yeah, oh yeah, I've got no problem with
I mean,
that.
everything's a bit better. Life's a bit more fun when you've got a bit of glitter sprinkled on it.
Yeah.
I have packed all of my biodegradable glitter for Glastonbury. I've got a huge bum bag full of it.
Oh, have you?
And I've also got it's from Creative Expressions. It's designed to go on people.
Right.
And it's because you can only take biodegradable glitter to Glastonbury. It gets confiscated otherwise.
Oh, does it? They check on the way in?
Yeah, if you get searched and you have regular glitter, they will take it off of you. But they also do a facial adhesive, Creative Expressions, so it's designed to like do people's makeup and stuff.
How brilliant.
So I've got a big bag of that and the adhesive, and I take it and we all do each other's like faces, eyes. I do a glitter beard sometimes, all the things.
And then, but you've not got any facilities to wash it off?
Oh, you just, it stays on for days. I'll be finding it for weeks afterwards.
So when you come back in 3 weeks' time,
oh, yeah,
expect you to come with a sparkle of glitter?
Absolutely.
Right, now, I'll just show you. I've got a few little stringy bits on there. So all I'm going to do, because I've not using foam or anything, all I do, look, is if I come here with my with my heat gun and put on there, they just shrivel away.
Is it a pretty good, like, permanent adhesive, hot glue?
Hot glue is very, very permanent, yes. There we go. So how about, like, oh, I know what I've forgotten to do. Now, remember I said we've got that lovely blue in there, and we've not really made a feature of that blue up to now, but how about we put a bow on there to pick out the blues? How about that? I think that is super pretty. I really love that
Really
one.
gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. It really is. Let me share with you the details and again on those glue pens that we've got for you. You've seen Corrine using there. You've got the ballpoint nib, which is a 0.7. You've also got a 4mm chisel and the 3mm bullet nib in there. They are brand new today. Hundreds and hundreds of you have gone for these throughout the day today, so definitely snap those up. They are absolutely brilliant. The other thing I want to take you back through then is, of course, this amazing collection, half gone. Loads of you have got this in your basket at the moment, absolutely lots of you. We will give you an opportunity to check out real shortly, but a really gorgeous collection, absolutely stunning, it really is. You've also got as well, come in Tracy, what do you want? Come on, what do you want?
Glue pens, please.
The lesser sighted spotted Tracy there! Ah, we finally got her on! I would love to tell you what she's, I managed to get Tracy on. She walked on. I know Erin's very happy as well. Let's share with you. You can go it's good job I'm off for 3 weeks because she will kill me. You've got the linen cardstock there as well, which is absolutely amazing. I think that's the first time Tracy's ever been on air. We've also, oh no, we did ambush her once for her birthday. Do you remember that? She wasn't happy then. She did just bring me a cup of tea as well. That'll be the last cup of tea I'm getting for a while. You've also got the beautiful vellums in here too. The vellums are the one that are going to sell out the entire collection. So if you want, a lot of you are adding the 12x12, the linen, the vellum. There is also a 6x6, which is incredibly busy too. It's this one here. It's the same imagery as the 12x12, which is resized into that 6x6 size, which is excellent. You're also going to get as well the foam in there, which you can use with the flower dyes. You've just seen Corrine use it with a paper, but you can use it with a foam too. You get the 4 different colours in there. You'll get 3 sheets of each, which is amazing. So they are all of your sort of consumable elements, and they are far and away the most busy elements in the collection. Lots of you, what you're doing is adding this whole collection and then popping extras of those into your basket. Really is a savvy way to go, because I think that I just don't imagine these hanging around for very long, these pads. What we've got here then is the striking sunflower that you can see just there. Absolutely really beautiful, and a sort of slightly different way of doing a flower. I love that you've got the different size petals in there. You've just seen Corrine using that. You've got the layering stamp in there, which is a sunflower bouquet. We then also have for you the sun-kissed wishes, which are those quirky sentiments. We've also got the hello sunshine. You've got the die cut sentiment with then the stamps to support it, allowing you to create your own sentiment. You've also got the fabulous frame here, which is excellent. A really cool one, and that sentiment within there interchangeable, so you can do as you wish with that. We then have got the sunflower splendor just here, really lovely, delicate, detailed creator card with a removable outside edge. And we also have here too the sumptuous sunflowers, which is brilliant. A 3D embossing folder with the duo there of your stencils as well. A 25% discount brings that down to $94.99 or $122.55. You can get individual items, however, where there's not a spend and save on this, so you can either get the individual items, or you can go and get a 25% discount here, which is absolutely the way to go. Everyone grabbing that and then putting a few extra bits into their basket. That's why the paper pads, the vellums, the linen cardstock is going so quickly. Platinum members, I mean, what a great deal. You're saving nearly £50 as a platinum, and we're getting it for $75.99. Platinum members in the US are saving about $65 and getting this for $98.04. It really is incredible value. Loads of love coming in for it on the socials too. And that last card. Hannah Law says, I love how the glitter looks on the flower. Journaling says this card looks amazing. Journaling, I haven't seen you for ages. How are you doing? Lillian says, considering Corrine didn't have much time to prepare, all the makes are extra fabulous. Absolutely they are. Linda says, great tip. Susan says, oh dear Corrine, you're persuading me to collect a basket of sunflowers. Ooh. Clarice says, absolutely love the sunflower collection. I ordered a lifetime supply of paper. Do we do a lifetime supply of paper option? Maybe we should. Maybe we should speak to Leanne about that, Corrine, getting a lifetime supply option. That'd be amazing. Mary says stunning, as does Jane. So pretty, says Joy. A lot of love coming in for Tracy as well. Tracy! With her first appearance there. Well, first willing appearance. We did ambush her once. Right, you need to check out your basket. So whilst you do that, let's give you all the details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafty must-haves in a flash.
Make light work of intricate and delicate die-cutting designs with the Pokey Tool from Crafter's Companion. An absolute essential part of any paper crafter's kit, its precise tip has been designed to release the tiniest pieces to reveal your finished results with absolute precision. And to make sure your finished project is perfect, each Pokey Tool has a rubber tip protector, so there's no risk of damaging your die-cutting design or yourself. The Crafter's Companion Pokey Tool is such an essential craft item, we've included 2 in each set.
Quick Buy, get yours now.
Gosh, that's like a kid in a candy shop over here. Look at all this stuff I've got out. There's loads and loads on the show. My, oh my, is it busy on those sunflowers. Over half the stock now has gone on that collection. Now, something else you might want to go for, a brilliant Explorer's Kit. Explorer's Kit is about you maybe giving something a go for the first time. So maybe you're not really a stamper. If you want to be stamping verses, phrases, sentiments, this is a perfect bundle to allow you to do that. So in here, you're going to get our quick drying pads in some of the most popular colours. You're going to get jet black, the Chinese red, the plum jam, and the pine tree. All really cool colours. You're also going to, you're going to get the 4x4. You're actually getting that element for free, and you're getting the 12x12 stamping platform. If you've not tried stamping sentiments before, maybe you've got some sentiments as part of a collection, this is the perfect bundle to allow you to do that. I know that Corrine does like to sort of edge and distress a little bit with the quick dries as well, don't you? Which is something I didn't know we could do. So brilliant that you've got those. Make sure you don't miss out on that. I'm going to tell you now about Friends for Life, which are these ones just here that are really cool selection of stamps. I think these are going to be great for little box frames, great on tags, wonderful for verses inside your card, or you could use them on the outside. So there is lots of things you can do with these, and they're a brilliant, brilliant price. They will go really well with the Explorer Kit as well. This is because of you. I laugh a little harder, cry a little less, and smile a little more. These are so sweet, these. This one here says, friend. A good friend is like a 4-leaf clover, hard to find and lucky to have. This one here says, good friends are hard to find, harder to leave, and impossible to forget. Then we have friend, noun. One who listens, doesn't judge, and somehow makes everything all right. This one here is friendship. It's not about who you've known the longest, about who walked into your life and said, I'm here for you, and proved it. And then we have, there is nothing better than a friend, unless it is a friend with chocolate. Delicious. Now, something else that we want to give you a heads up on, something that might really be wonderful to use with your glue pens that we've got on the show today. They're incredible value, these. $19.99 or $26.85. That says they're priced per 200 mils in the base. Actually, each one of these is 200 mils. So that should say for 600 mils is actually what you're getting here. You're getting 200 mils of each of the 3 colours within there. We'll change that for you. $19.99 or $26.85, it gets you 600 mils, which is, gosh, over half a litre of gilding flakes. There's not an awful lot there too. So make sure you're snapping those up.
Did you see when Craig was on the launch for these, he went out and bought some large
big tubs, didn't he? Yeah.
Because if you were to tip these out of here, you wouldn't get them back in.
No, they really puff up, don't they?
Yeah, they puff up, so yes.
Bit like me after 3 weeks off. We'll come back slightly puffed up.
I wouldn't get you back in your tub, would I?
Did I mention that I was going away? I didn't, did I? No, I'll try not to mention it. I don't like to talk about my holidays. Right, let me share these with you. These have been so popular all day. It's the Regal Pop-Outs. We launched them early, it was last week, wasn't it? So these are really cool. You've got in here 4 different shapes. Regal Diamond, you've got your Majestic Damask, which is this one here. You've also got your grande circle, and you will get the Baroque oval. And you know what I say?
If it ain't Baroque,
don't fix it. Absolutely. At £31.96, so you're going to get these, or £40.95. Your price there on those. A few comments. Susan saying, hi Tracy. Lynn says, hi Tracy, so nice to see you, even if just for a few seconds. Fred says, I bet Tracy is telling Joe he is the #1, but with her middle finger. You weren't far off, Fred. Claire says, tried my best to sit still, but could not contain myself. Bought the sunflower collections, the coordinating ink pads, the gilding flakes, and the glue pens. So excited. Lynn says, journaling, hi Joe, my favourite presenter extraordinaire. Hi Lynn. I'm good, thanks. However, I've missed you and everyone else. Great to see you all back. And Lynn said, I love the look of these Friends for Life stamps. So maybe adding these to the glue pens on my order. A winky face as well in there. Do it, you won't regret it. Right then, let's pop over to Corrine. I believe we've got another demo lined up.
this could get messy. This could get, we're going to get the gilding flakes out. So yes, there we go. Right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut both of these elements from my ornate pop out using the Baroque oval out of regular white card. Now this is what we call our worker die. So this one has the blade coming around here, it has a gap, and it has a blade coming around here. Now what I've done, just to show you, is I've used that die in the centre of my piece of card. So I've scored down there, and then it now just swings in the middle. Okay, so you can see it swings in there because there is no blade at the top and the bottom. But what we're going to do now is we're going to cut it again just so that we can cut it out, because this is the bit I'm going to put my gilding flakes on. I could have just done it on there, but I think I'm going to get even messier, so I'm having it as a separate piece.
You don't strike me as a messy crafter, you know, Corrine.
Pardon?
You don't strike me as a messy crafter.
I'm not, but I just gilding flakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like Jan did some messy techniques yesterday. I've never seen someone so clean after doing messy techniques.
Oh, was she so
She
clean?
did this huge, massively inky silhouette background. She had like one bit of ink on tips of each finger. That was it. I'd have been like, it would have been all over me.
Yeah, yeah. I get into trouble because when I get really messy like that, I'll often go and get the bleach out and bleach my hands and get them clean again because I don't like them. And then my husband goes mad with me.
Oh dear.
Right, there we go. Now look at that. So I have cut out this beautiful, beautiful image just there. And then I've also cut out this one here. Oh, let me come across. Sorry, I was not in the way. Now remember, this was your worker die. So it's still in the cardstock, top and bottom. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to just trim it out. You could even just give it a little tug, but we'll do it properly and we'll cut it out. So this is going to go just there. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this one on top of here. Then I've got a black matte layer that's going to go on there. And then I've got my white layer, which looks really nice in black and white, but we can make this look even better. I'm just going to clear up the bits because I've got the gilding flakes to get out and I'm just a bit... Right. Okay, so let's bring this in. So what I'm going to do now is put that one away. There we go, get that out of the way. That goes back in that box there. So I'm going to move all these out of the way. So I'm going to put my gilding flakes on these two layers. So I brought myself in a piece of cardstock, paper, whatever. Let's move those out of the way. Let's have as clear a table as we can manage. So what we can now do is I'm going to find the chisel tip one, and I'm going to come round here with my chisel tip because that is as deep as I need it to go. So I'm just following round the edges, and you can see the glue goes on blue?
Just about, can only just about see it on my monitor.
Yeah, if I just give it a little bit of a, you can see, there you go, you can
there
see
we go.
that, there you go. So it's on there, so we can, I'll give it another wiggle in a minute. So I'm already coming round. So that is sort of the size of my border. So we can then come round here, just like that. Don't worry about the inner because that doesn't have to be tidy because that's going to be hidden. It's the outer bit. I just want to make sure I've got glue all the way. Now, when this glue is wet, it's not sticky at all. But as soon as it starts to dry, it'll go sticky. I'm just making sure I've got glue deep enough round. That's a little bit thick, so I'm just going to spread that out and bring that just down There. Like I say, this bit isn't going to be seen, so don't worry about that bit. So put that there. So I'm going to put that to one side, and then I'm going to come over this one, and I'm just going to all over. We just need to put our glue all over here, so I can just brush over here. So you could do this. I wouldn't do this one with the roller ball because it would take you forever. Chisel tip or the bullet tip works perfectly.
It's great that you've got the different options as well.
But
Because I mean, with a glue pen, you wouldn't have done this before because, as you say, it would have taken you so long.
Yeah, it's the same glue in all the pens.
Yeah, and also I guess putting it over a bigger area with a ballpoint pen, you'd probably mark your card quite a lot, wouldn't you?
Yeah, so you can just. So to make it flow, you just pump it down just like that. The thing though is to let it dry. That's the most important bit on here. So we can pop that just there. Now don't worry that it's going to dry too much because it's not. So that's going to, I just want to leave that to dry for a minute because there's a lot of surface area on there. So what I'm going to do while that's drying is I've got a couple of little panels. I'm hoping somebody's going to be able to tell me what paper pad these are from because I'm not totally sure. I just got a couple of pieces of paper.
I think they're from, are they from Vintage Rose or something like that, or Rose Garden? I want to say Vintage Rose. I don't even know if that's a collection, but that's what's stuck in my head for some reason.
Okay.
So let us know in the comments.
That'd be perfect. I'm going to give it a go.
First one to comment wins a prize. The prize is our respect and admiration.
Absolutely. So let's just tap onto here so I can come on here with this. So now, because I've got a finer one, I can come, it's coming on. Now, you probably can't see this. I can.
It's quite small. It's a 0.4 mil, that nib.
Yeah.
So less than half a millimetre. It's very, very small.
Yeah, so I can come around there and I can just pick up different elements, just picking it up just on there. Let me make sure it's definitely, yeah, it's definitely flowing. It's hard to see on here, but it is picking it up. And then I can just outline bits that I want to do. Making sure it's definitely flowing. There we go. Just coming around there. Let's come, oh, that leaf looks pretty. Let's come up around that leaf. If you want to, I'm going to just show you in a minute. I don't want to ruin what we're doing, but if you need to, what you can always do is get the bullet nib and you could always just very carefully, but can you see that's coming on a lot?
Yeah, it does give you quite a lot of glue by comparison, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Are the glue pens refillable? I don't believe they are. Do you, Corrine? No.
No, not for that price, definitely not. No. So let's just pick out some other ones, just pick out some detail, that's just flowing on there. Hopefully.
Can see that now, yeah.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Picking that out. There we go. I need to make sure I've definitely got glue on, otherwise the technique...
Kathy C says, great camera work. That's gorgeous George with the joystick in there.
There we go. Let's just come... It's hard to see where
He said he's doing some extreme close-ups, is what he just said in my ear.
He did. Let's just come around there. Now, I think if I go around that, I can see... I can see the glue's on there. Perfect. Now, the great thing about gilding flakes is... Let's do this one. This one's a pretty one. Just all I'm doing is picking out detail. Now imagine whatever paper pad you've got, this will work on your sunflowers. This is going to work beautifully on your dancing dragonflies. Isn't that good? That would look gorgeous, wouldn't it? It would look absolutely fantastic on any of your paper pads that you've got. Vintage butterflies would look absolutely
Your
gorgeous.
nails look gorgeous. We're getting a very good close-up view of the nails there, and they are immaculate.
Oh, they were only done yesterday, so
okay.
they're all nice and clean and new. Yeah.
Still extremely busy on that sunflower collection as well. I need to let you know that it is really, really flying out still at the moment. I think if you want to guarantee you're going to be able to get the complete collection and all the additional items you want, you definitely need to grab it today. Head over to the Shop the Show. Is it in Shop the Show or Shop the Day, Jamie? We're going to have a little look for you. Shop the Day, it'll definitely be in there. It'll be on the home screen of the website, I'd imagine too.
This is really weird because I can see I'm putting the glue on, but it's hard to see where it is. Now, if I tip, let me see.
I can see it there, yeah, I saw it there, yeah.
See?
Very fine, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why, oh, look there, you can see.
Yeah.
It's like a glaze. And now, if you look on this one, can you see on this one, this is going to come out quite thick, but I wanted to show you the difference.
Do you think we could put this, you know, some electric electronic cutting machines or drawing machines, you can put a pen in.
Yes.
Do you think you could use these in
Yeah,
that?
absolutely, yeah.
Like a sort of Cricut, scan and cut, all of those kind of things.
Absolutely, no problem
Brilliant.
there at all. Right, so what I'm going to do, let's do these, because that was the finest pen, I think that's going to be dry. So I'm going to grab my, actually I need to turn this paper over because that's got glue on. So take this one, because it's all dry. So what you can see, this is a really, actually doing this little bit my mistake. Can you see it's still a little bit blue there? So that's going to be wet rather than sticky. Whereas here, if I, look, can you see? It sticks to me. And that's because it's sort of started to cure, but it's still sticky. So I'm going to get my gilding flakes. My hands are
Do we need to worry about leaving these out for too long, or are they going to stay sticky for quite a while once it's
They'll
cured?
stay sticky for a while, but I wouldn't I don't know, go shopping and come back and do it like that.
Right.
I
Wouldn't do a
you
big
know,
shop.
No, wouldn't, yeah. Just give it, give them a fighting chance, really.
Right.
So there we go. Right, we can pop these on. Now I've lost track of where I've put there we go. Oh, that has gone cured over. So all I'm doing, now when you first put gilding flakes on, they don't always look that, I haven't put that much on that side, I must have done more on this one. They don't look that impressive because you've got the big sheet. This is what I'm so impressed with, these gilding flakes. I've got some pots of these at home and the flakes are huge.
They're whoppers, aren't they?
They are. I've pulled some out and they have been just like sheets of gilding flakes. They've been amazing. So you're going to get these. So I'm just doing this. Oh, look at the size of that gilding flake. Wow.
What a whopper.
It's amazing, isn't it? Let's put that over there.
I was going to say something awful then. No, I'm not going to.
No, please don't. So we can pop that. Oh, I can feel a bit more glue just there. Let's put that there. Now, all you need to do is stick that. Now, I haven't actually put that much glue on that side. Now, you do get a little thing to sort of brush them off. And I forgot to pick it up when I got these out of the library. So I've just got a foam pad and it's going to work.
How fabulous.
So just give it a little bit of a rub. Ah, perfect. Now, can you see where that one was thicker?
Oh, wow.
Can you see where
It's
that
like
one...
fine detail foiling, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's incredible, Corrine.
Now, that one I haven't put that much glue on, but this one you can see. Now, can you... Hopefully you can... I'm going to come across the middle a little bit. Right, watch this. So when you brush it off, at first, looks a little bit chunky, but then I'm going to get my foam pad. Now, if you've got the right foam pad, it'll be a lot finer. But then... Now, you can see why you want that fine-tipped one, can't you? Can you see?
Oh, that's brilliant. Love that.
So if you did pick up the gilding flakes when they came out, please pick up these pens.
Yeah, the plan was we were going to launch these alongside the gilding flakes, but they just hadn't
There you go,
landed
look
in
at
the
that.
country. Amazing.
Look at that. Right, so that's going to be that bit. Now, where's my bits? This one here, we're going to come in with the gold again. So if you remember, this is the one where I just went round the edge. So just add in... Now, so I think I can almost hear people saying, well, why don't I just cut this out of mirror card? Because you're not going to get the same effect.
No, it's a very organic kind of feel to it, isn't it?
Mirror card is perfect. It's, you know, you're going to get even tones, consistency. Whereas with this, you're going to get texture.
Yeah, it's like distressed, antique-y, shabby chic, isn't it?
Yeah.
All those kind of things.
So that's on there. So just give that now a little, look at that. Can you see already where that's coming out? Now, I've actually not failed this, but if you have missed any bits, take this off here.
And that took you seconds to run that around there, didn't it?
Yeah. So get your little sponge pad and that buffs it up as well.
Buff it up.
It certainly does, and it gets all the bits off the edge. There we go. Now, if I'd have done that, if I'd have just cut this out in mirror card, it wouldn't... No, actually... Oh, gosh.
What was that? You got it stuck to you now.
What I'm going to do is, while I do the next bit, I can see a couple of little bits where, you know what I mean? Because you're not always going to get all the glue everywhere first time. You are going to miss little bits. So I've missed 3 little bits.
Well, I don't mind kind of that uneven sort of patchiness to it sometimes.
No, I know, but let's try and get it right.
But Corrine is a bit of a perfectionist, so...
Yeah. Let's try and get it right. Let's put that a little bit of extra glue just there. So we can leave that to one side whilst we bring in this one. Now, this is what I love. Now, this is where you need an extra pot. You need another pot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a few little bits of gold on. using all these bits, because this isn't going to be able to go back in this pot, any of your pots.
Right.
Because we're going to give it a little bit of a mix. Right, let's get rid of that. Oh, I want to pick up, that's a big flake, I don't want to lose that one. So put that back in there. Try to avoid doing this anywhere near your Gemini machine, because it will, somehow it sticks to your Gemini machine. Don't ask me why. Look at this.
Debbie Robinson
wow.
decorated the Gemini when we launched them.
Oh, this is the... You're right there.
Sorry, it was you. It was the noises coming out of you about those guilty flakes. I had a swig of my water and spat it out.
Aren't these absolutely beautiful? I love this colour. Look at this. Now, don't, as we said before, don't worry about what it looks like whilst it's a work in progress.
Defo, close the window and turn the fan off, though, with these, eh?
Yeah, don't put the fans on. So once I've done that, ooh, I can pull a few more bits off there. Whoops. But please have faith in the process. You've got
Definitely easier to work with, would you say, if you do decant them into larger pots?
Yes, it's going to be much easier. So now I'm going to come in with my silver and I'm just going to fill in the gaps. Now, when I start to rub, they're going to fill in any gaps that I've missed. Doesn't matter about putting them over the top of the other layers, because they're not going to stick where there's no glue. So you know, if you put them on top of another one, it'll only stick where there's glue. And putting these three colours together looks amazing. Now, you couldn't do this with Miricard. So let's just make sure I've covered it all. So I can pick off the bits that are still... Ooh, I put a little bit of gold and copper in there. Never mind, nobody's seen, wasn't me. And then, now, look at this.
This is amazing.
Even the bits where we have done, and again, I might go back in with this one, because there was a lot on, I could do with going in with another little bit of glue, but that's not a problem. That's not a hardship at all.
It's amazing, the look and the effect that these got. And I love that they've got a little bit of texture to them as well on the page.
There we go. Just rub around the edges and they will all, and you can pick out all the detail. All the detail will pop back out. I really need a firmer brush, little foam pad. Let's see if I can, that's it. Really, look at that. When you really press down, can you see the little gaps?
And that was the chisel-nibbed glue pen that you used to stick it on there? It was.
Just trying to, and can you see how they buff up and shine?
They get shinier, don't they?
They certainly do. So take your time to really make sure the little bits come back. So I'm just going to come in here. I'm just going to make sure I've got a bit of glue on here. I'm just going to pick up these bits, because we're going to make a project. So I want this to look really good. Is that the only bit, really? Just there and just there. Is that the only bits? And I'm going to put a little bit more just there. Let's just put a little, give that seconds. Now, whilst I did that, see if I can pick up some gold bits. Oh, look, where did I, ooh, can you see them blowing? That's just me breathing on them. Let's pick up some gold off these little bits on here. I only want to pick up the gold bits. There we go. There, right. And then again, I'm just going to get my little sponge. That looks much better. Doesn't take long to dry, does it?
No, not at all.
So while I was putting the pieces on there, so I'm going to just do what I did before on the other one. Let's just move that out of the way and just give it a really good burnish. Can you see, once they're on, they're not coming off. That's how good that glue is. Can you see, it's not scraping off, it's not rubbing off, but that will really burnish up. There we go. And hopefully, let's just then, this one, because this is my mixed one, I can then just, let's just press it down in all the bits. So hopefully any glue that's left, oh, I had a little bit just there. There we go. Yes, it is. It's a messy craft, but it's so rewarding.
You're not a messy craft kind of girl, are you?
No. Which is why we, you know, there's a craft out there for everybody. And, you know, this is why I love my paper pads, because the paper pads, sometimes some effects have been created. This I couldn't get in a paper pad. Let me just come through the back, just get through those gaps. Make sure I've got all the bits off. But it's good to step out your comfort zone, isn't it? And just do something a little bit different. Now, look at that. Can you see all of those little intricacies of that die? How gorgeous is that? Can you see we've got the gold, we've got the silver, and we've got the copper shining through. So give me 1 second to try and get rid of some of these. Can I just say, you can't...
You need a snorkel when you're working with these, says Lillian. Gosh, Lillian.
You do. Did you know you can't hoover... It's very hard to hoover up gilding flakes.
Did I say snorkel or snorkel?
What did you mean?
George is mimicking me in there. Snorkel.
Snorkel?
Yes, that's
as
correct,
in
isn't
what
it?
you go swimming with, so
Yeah,
you cover your...
you know, one of those.
So that you don't breathe on
One
them.
of those ones.
That's absolutely...
That's how you walk, isn't it? When you've got your flippers on. I love going like putting flippers on. Not for swimming, just for walking around in the apartment before you go. It's hilarious.
Are you like...
Just pretending to be a penguin, like with your arms at your side.
Are you like Hugh Grant in Notting Hill, where
Pretty
he goes
much.
to the cinema in snorkel and the goggles?
Pretty much, yeah.
Right, look at that, actually, we've got quite clean. So let's bring in our card now, and then we can bring in the elements. So as well as having the card here, I've got another one that matches just like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one. And remember, I could have done it straight onto there, but I thought I might get messy, so I decided not to. So I decided to do a separate one. So this is going to go on here now. Don't waste your glue pens on gluing something like this. You know, they're not designed for this. So let me just make sure that's in the right place. And then I had a black matte layer. So this is really going to make it pop. And that's going to go on here. And there. Now, can you see that's hidden all of those working? Can you remember I was saying don't worry about what this is going to look like, because it's going to be covered. Let's do that. Let's see if I can I go over there with this? There we go. There we are.
A lot of warnings coming in about gilding flakes.
Oh, yes.
Kathy C says, stunning effect. Pammy dropped a brand new tub of gilding flakes, made quite the gold mess. Pammy doesn't have much luck. Her dog ate a whole tub of that, you know, that big chunky glitter that we did with the Enchanted Dreams collection. Goes out the same way it comes in, apparently. Very smart, very sparkly doo-doos is what the dog had for a few days, apparently. But he was fine, absolutely fine. I thought maybe I'd give it a go, but I decided not to.
Wow.
Don't have the fan on high while using the gilding flakes, says Stephanie. You need a snorkel when working with them as well, said Lillian. And Gilmore says a bit of green patina in there, look perfectly antique. Joyce says fabulous, Corrine. And Susan says, oh my, what a huge gilding flake, a gorgeous colour, looks like something else on the wish list. Indeedy.
Yeah, now look at that. So just by, now if you've got more time, you're going to put in a lot more on there. I've only just highlighted a few little bits just to show you the effects that you can achieve. So that is absolutely perfect. Now, we have our gorgeous stamps here. These are our friends for life. So this one is good friends are hard to find, harder to leave, and impossible to forget. So all I've done is stamped it onto a white piece of card. It's in regular black ink, so you really don't need to see me do that. And let's get this onto the card, and then we can hopefully do a fifth demo, fourth demo. Right, so that's going to go on there. I'm just going to leave that to dry for a minute. Now I've got this card base that's exactly the same size as there, and I've just done a score line down the middle. So all we're going to do is we're going to take our tape pen and we're just going to run straight down there, just like that. And then we're going to pop it into our card base, so it should just match up absolutely perfectly. And what's going to happen now is, because these are the ornate pop-out dies, let me just lift that up. When the card, can look at that, can you see how that now just pops out? Doesn't that look amazing? Absolutely beautiful. Pop out. And then I'm going to turn this over. I'm going to come in with another piece of black, put this on here, and that's going to go just on there. and then this. Now, what you could do is, if you've got a lot more time than I've got here, you could then do the same technique on the front of here as you've done on the inside of the card, picking up all that gold emboss. So let's just pop, see if I've got some bigger, oh, I've got some, there we go, that'll do. So I'm going to pop this onto here. Now, if you are unsure about your glues and the tools that we're using, I've said it a couple of times, don't forget to tune in on Monday, and we've got a Tools of the Trade show, which got glue school in, we've got everything in there, and that's on Monday at 2 p.m. So we're going to talk a bit more detail about why we're going to pick this glue, why you're going to pick that glue, why you'd pick that tool. But look at that. So the front of my card looks gorgeous, and then the inside, and look at how that just pops out. We have now gilded our paper pads. Every paper pad can now have gold gilding, and look at that. That gorgeous pop out. I love the fact that we've used all 3 colours of the gilding flakes on there.
It does look incredible. Erin is very impressed. She's nodding away in the studio. Where? I can see Erin, but I can't see Willow. Oh, she's asleep in the gallery. She's going to be most put out if she wakes up and Erin's not there. Can you imagine? Anyway, Willow is like the sort of resident house dog, if you will. But if this was a house, it's not a house. She's a studio dog. That's what she is. Anyway, let me take you through these. You've got the Regal Diamond just here. You're also going to receive in here the Majestic Damask. You've got the Grande Circles and the Baroque Ovals too. £31.96 or £40.95 is your price. Did you want to get ready for vote of the card of the show, Corrine? Let's, yeah. I'll tell you what, whilst you get ready for that, I'll give you the first of our previews, actually. These are amazing. It is your watercolour pages paper pad. Now, does it come with the dies? I'm guessing they're launching.
I know, I've got those at home.
They're gorgeous, aren't they?
Fantastic, aren't they?
Really, really lovely. Look at these stunning watercolour pages. And then we're going to be launching these dies with them as well, which are Square Creator cards. So they are beautiful, beautiful dies. And they can lay out, look at that. Oh my, bazinga. And that beautiful poppy there too. These launch on the 17th of June on launch day. That is Friday. This coming Friday, which is going to be awesome. So make sure you snap those up. And also, I need to tell you about another launch coming up. Oh yeah, there's a new craft kit on the way. This is the interchangeable seam dies. This is brilliant. You've got metal dies, clear stamps, card blanks, envelopes, assorted ribbons, dewdrops, coloured card, printed papers as well. These launch on the 21st. So that is next Tuesday, actually, in this very show.
Yeah, if you want a sneak peek of those, go and have a quick look on our Hobby Maker shows last week, because I actually gave a sneak peek of those on there then.
Amazing. You can go back and watch those
back.
back.
You might be able to get.
So do go check those out as well. But it's time for Card of the Show, of the Show, of the Show.
You see, that didn't work because nobody else could hear what you were hearing in your ear. That didn't work.
No, they were singing along with me. That's what we're replacing Foam on a Roll with. Foam on a Roll, it's been cancelled. Cancel culture and all of that. We're going to replace it with Card of the Show.
OK, perfect.
There you are.
Right, I think I've got these in the right order. So our first card that we made used the gorgeous sentiments and the floral elements. Absolutely beautiful. Lovely. I love the white, crisp images. The next one was our sunflower one. So we used the gorgeous frame and the beautiful sunflowers. And I showed you all the different glues. So you've got the little glue pen on the edges there. Then we used the hot glue to shape it. Absolutely gorgeous. And we picked out the lovely blue in the paper. So we picked out something a little bit different. And then, sorry, we've only got through 3, but we've been some quite in-depth demos here. We've done the ornate pop-out dies, but and the friendship sentiments, but we've also shown you how those glue pens can really foil or give a faux foiling effect to all.
Oh, you're foiling us with that one.
I am foiling you with that one. And we've also created our mats and layers using those gilding flakes. I think that one means you have to leave the building for time out.
Okay, I'm off. See you later. Going to that to go.
We're not allowed back in for 3 weeks.
3 weeks, that's all right. Erin was walking past the studio and she just stopped and went, that was so bad. It was good. I
thought she
enjoyed
was
that.
praising you.
Sorry?
I thought she was praising you.
No, she was like, that was terrible. Get your votes in. You've got a couple of minutes to get your votes in. So much love coming out for the last one. Oh, wow, says Stephanie. Dana says, a mix of flakes is so gorgeous. Debbie says, what a gorgeous result. Nat says, great job, Corrine. Susan says, that is a beautiful project. Thanks for all the techniques this evening. Another beautiful creation, says Jane. Journalist says, your card is beautiful. Jane Adams says, stunning. I think, judging by the comments, it's easy to see which one is going to win the card of the show. Right then. We're going to go back to the sunflowers. Amazing. Right, let me recap exactly what is in here for you then. So, absolutely loads. I'm going to whiz through this quite quickly as well. So you can see 12 by 12s in here. All of this is available individually. So you get the 12 by 12 in here. You will also get this resized in a 6 by 6 size too. We've then got the luxury linen cardstock too in here. Again, absolutely brilliant. Then you've got your... I'll go through this in a bit more detail at the end of the show. I just want to give you an idea because I know Corrine wants to squeeze another demo in on this. You've got all your vellums in there. You've then got your flower forming foams too. We then move into the hardware here. So you've got your striking sunflower. You also have... Sounds like it works on the railways, doesn't it? The striking sunflower. They've got the sunflower bouquet. I'm getting too cheeky towards the end of the show. Sun-kissed wishes are your quirky sentiments. Then you've got the hello sunshine. You will also get your fabulous frame. You've got your sunflower splendor. And you also have there the sumptuous sunflower, which is your 3D embossing folder, and your stencil. Demo of the show is... Can't believe it, number 2.
Number 2.
Cash in number 2, please.
I've lost...
I'm coming over.
Can you... Where
Have you given them away?
I've
What have
lost
you done?
them.
Where are they?
Was that 2?
I don't know, you tell me. What did it look like?
I think it was that one.
Was it that one?
I've lost them. Oh, where's the rest of them? Go on.
What did it, Susie? What did it look like?
It was that one. It was
Was it,
that
are you
one.
sure?
Where's my pen?
Was it that one, Susie?
It was.
I don't
How
know.
have I done that? What have I done?
I mean,
I've
you
no
retest.
idea.
Yes, it was that one. It was that one.
They're over here backwards. Yes,
Oh, okay.
I've got them.
Brilliant. I'm going to take that one.
You're going to take that one.
Thank you very much. And we'll get the card of the day underway. Well, it's safe to say we're going to get the card of the day underway, and it's safe to say, gosh, that was a lot of rhyming there, wasn't it? It's definitely been a sunflower day because number 1 is this one just here. That is numero uno. So number 1, number 2, or number 3. If you had to call it in the gallery, what are you saying? I think number 1 as well. George thinks number 1. Jamie? Number 1. We're all going number 1. 1, 2 or 3. The choice is yours, not ours. So get your votes in. Right, we're going to try and squeeze one last demo in.
Right.
With the lovely Corrine. Are you ready for me?
Nearly. I've just got to find... Right, I don't know how far we'll get with this. We'll
okay.
Get as far as we can. I have got a few bits ready, so we can jump to a few bits ready. So just to say, we've got some gorgeous little sunflowers on here. I don't need to make these again. You've seen me make these about 3 times. So it's just card, coloured with the yellow, and then inked up. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our 3D embossing folder, and we're going to emboss it first. Let me make sure I get the right way round. Yep, so that's the back, that's the front, and we can pop it through on our machine. Now, 3D embossing folder, it's in your manual. So all I've done is I've dropped out my second cutting plate. I've got cutting plate, magnetic shim, plastic shim, and that is absolutely perfect for a 3D embossing folder. So we can pop that one through. And then I'm going to emboss it again on a circle of white card. So I've cut the circle of white card out first. It's important you cut it out first. 1, it's going to help you with your positioning, but 2, if I then cut the circle out after I've embossed, I would then end up with it flattened. Now look at that. Isn't that amazing? can see how much dimension. So I'm going to get this one and I'm going to pick my positioning very carefully. So let's come just about like that. That, can you see? So we're just going to emboss there. Same plate position, combination, sorry. So that's going to go just through there. So what I want to do here is I need to distress this as much as possible. So we were talking about this earlier. Have you seen the little distress tool? So it's just like a little blade in there. And all you need to do is you need to come round and you just need to, oops, everything's fallen off the table. Distress the edges. So we're just going to come round and just distress the edges of our craft card as much as you can. So we can just come round here just like that. There we go. And then we can keep going round on here. Look at that. So again, because it's craft card, you can really be quite tough with this. So I'm not trying to be neat and tidy for once, which is not like me. So we can just take that, and then you can also just sort of do a little bit of tearing and however you want it to be. Try not to be all neat and tidy with it. Try and get it as, you know, roughed up as possible, because, you know, it's that organic feel of the craft card. So just all the way, and the little blades inside our distresser will do all the hard work for us.
Been having a little sneaky peek at the items from Dawn Bibi Creations on tomorrow's show. Have you seen
have
them?
you?
Have you seen them?
No.
Oh, they are very oriental.
Are they?
Gonna love them.
Yeah. Oh, that's going to be good. I'm presenting those shows tomorrow.
You
So
are?
now I've got my acrylic paint pens, and I'm taking out the white acrylic paint pen, and we're just going to put some of my white acrylic paint onto my craft mat. I need to make sure I've got enough on there. So just now, all I would say is once you finish doing this, make sure you clean up your craft mat quickly, because acrylic paint will adhere to glass, because we can paint on our you know, our little glass glasses and vases and things. So make sure that when you finish this, you clean that up nice and quick. So I'm going to get that, and then I'm just going to get a little paintbrush, and I'm going to pick as much of that up as I can, and I'm going to, oh, where's my poker tool gone? I've got so much on here. And then I'm just going to splatter the white paint onto here. Oh, can you see it? There it is, it's coming on. So make sure you just keep on picking up the white acrylic paint. There we go, just picking that all up, and then splattering it. It is coming on, come on, splatter, splatter. It's not splatter, it's going mostly on my pokey tool there. What do they say about less speed? Can you see that's just coming away from there? So I'm just going to cheat. I've got, there we go, that's coming on. There we are, picking that up. There we go. And then you'll get to that effect. Okay? I know I've jumped up quite a lot.
Are they water-based, those, or are they... Can you add water to them?
They're acrylic.
Right.
So I'm thinking maybe I can. If we just... Let's see what happens. If we do that, we'll find out, won't we? Let's put
What's going to happen? What's the worst that can happen?
Didn't work. That's the worst that can happen, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's pop a little bit.
Oh, Sylvia says, don't forget
look.
to bring castanets from Spain. I'll do my best.
Ah, look at that.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Come me with the good ideas.
Much better. Much, much better. There we go. Right. Perfect. So, but I've got one here that's dry, so we've got that there, you can see.
Looks like a plasterer's radio, doesn't it?
Pardon?
Looks like a plasterer's radio.
Yes,
When the plasterer comes down, it's always covered in plaster. They've all got a radio on the go.
Right, now this piece here, what we're going to do is, I'm going to take this here and I'm going to pop it onto there, and I'm going to get my stencil. Now you're going to have to just do this in stages. So what we need to do is we need to line this up. Let me just find where this lines up. There we go. Does that go that way? No, I was right the first time. Find where this... Where is this lining up? No, it was right. There. Aha. No. Why can't I... Because I've not done the whole thing. Let's just put that over...
Loving this.
There. I'm just going to try and use this to help me line it up. There, that's better. Oh, that's lined up. There, straight away, that's it. I just needed a little bit of a guide. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that, and then I am just going to, with my yellow, so I've got my pigment ink. So what I'm going to do with my pigment ink, I'm just holding that tightly down, is I'm going to get my yellow, and I'm going to pop this through here. So I need to make sure I put plenty on, just pop through with my yellow. So I'm trying not to get it onto the leaves, but we can just come through here like this, all the way around just here. I'm not sure if I've totally lined this up right, but we'll have to go with it because of the time. So we can pop that on there, going through there, and through there. I'm not doing the centre, I'm just doing the leaves, the petals, sorry, not even the leaves, just do the petals. So this is a pigment ink. So pigment ink, as we know, stays wet for a lot
They're a little
longer.
bit chalky, aren't they, which is what I think I like about them.
Yeah. So we can put that through there, just make sure I've got all the bits. You can always go through and do another coat. There we go. So we've got that on there. Now I've missed that completely, but never mind. That's me trying to rush.
Oh, never
so when
mind.
that's put on there, what we can then do is get our embossing powder, and we can heat emboss that on there. So that will then heat emboss on there. So let me see if this will start to change. Oh, I just need to, sorry, nearly forgot. It's like nearly as bad as not putting the gilding flakes away. And then, let's warm that up a little bit. But you can see on here, come on, warm up, warm up.
Hannah Law says I'm a tease and we need a peek. I don't know what she's on about. Alison says have a fab holiday. I will indeed. Demo of the day, by the way, goes to number 3, which is a surprise to me. I thought it was going to be number 1, but number 3, you're a winner, Corrine.
Excellent, thank you. Right, so can you see, this is now going shiny on there. Absolutely good. So what we want to do then is, whilst this is still hot, we need to just go around nice and quickly, just round there, and then you put another coat of your embossing powder on, because that's still wet. So put another coat on and then heat it again, and then another coat. So do that about 3 times. And what you're going to end up with is that. Can you see? How beautiful is that? Doesn't that look gorgeous? So I might just about have time to show you my card. So I've got a card base here, and I'm going to turn it into a stepper. So let's go just here. Oh, dear me. Just here. We're going to take my stepper, and that's going to go underneath my card base. And we're going to pop our mats and layers. So I've got some mats and layers just here. I'm running out of time. I've got some twine.
Don't worry, you've got age. You've got a whole 2 minutes.
Okay, right. Let's put those down then. Oops.
I would just say, don't forget, this sunflower collection is 60% gone, 60% gone.
Oh, wow.
So many people have it in their baskets at the moment. The vellum, the 12x12, the 6x6, they are way further down the line than that. They are going to be the elements that sell this collection out. If it's in your basket, check it out. What is left will no doubt feature back here tomorrow on Crafters TV. I am out of here. I will see you back here on Crafters TV on the 6th of July. Myself and Corrine, actually, isn't it, Corrine?
I think it is.
Yeah, the two of us.
I think it is. So that's going to go on there. We're then going to pop this piece onto here. That's good. I've then got sentiments and panels to go on the front, along with my flower. And here you go. I've got one that I finished already, just to show
gorgeous.
you.
Look, it's piff, puff, puff, as easy as that. It's all come together.
Isn't that absolutely beautiful?
It really is fantastic. They're like closing in on me. What is... Oh! I'm going for 3 whole weeks. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Oh, what a leaving party. I love it. They're quite pleased that I don't have to put up with my, I was going to say something rude then, antics. Antics is what they don't have to put up with. Corrine, thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure. Sorry that last one was rushed, but we just needed to try and get through.
Never a problem. You're back with us tomorrow, aren't you?
I'm back. I'm over in that kitchen. I'm in the kitchen area
In that
tomorrow.
kitchen?
In that kitchen. I didn't know what I was going to say.
You're always in the kitchen at parties, aren't you?
I certainly am. I'm over there tomorrow, and Craig and Dawn are over on this side. Oh, Dawn Baby Collection with Sharon. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. So that's at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Brilliant.
Oh, and there's a craft along
and a
as
craft
well.
along?
Yes.
Craft along, craft along. Right, I will see you back here on the 6th of July. Don't miss me too much. I'm going to miss you. A big thanks to the team in the gallery and the team backstage as well. Do make sure you come. Don't make sure you come. Do make sure you come and join Corrine all day tomorrow. It really has been a wonderful day. I'll see you all soon. Take care.